One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Kentucky's offense takes the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that, and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The give to the tailback. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Lockett. Using the quick game. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The pitch to the left. Got the first down and more. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Makes the grab. It's Freeman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Firing to the right, complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown. And
it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stand.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Kentucky. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He leaves it with his back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got it behind the line. It's Duncan. There he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Good right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Might be changing the route. Trying to get the corner. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lockett. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Gonna run it. It's McNabb. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Finley inside the 35. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
To the air, it's Lockett. Under fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Freeman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Lacy. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it in down the left side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Dropping back, it's Lockett. Grab near the marker, it's Freeman. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was
Makes a grab down the middle. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse.
Running room in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Lacey. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
35, Mississippi State, 17.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll give it to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short...
He lost one down the sideline. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Starkville. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Complete to the left. Spins away from one. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Freeman. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Makes the catch. It's Freeman. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over it. Nice job.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space. And right there, you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Lockett. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws for the tight end. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We reach the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Finds space on the right. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Working the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
First and goal, Mississippi State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by 11 to Florida State.
On the move, it's McNabb.
Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Hands it off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell, showing the arm strength down the left side. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Back to pass, it's Lacy. Unloads it left. It's gone. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the floor.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Offense facing fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pocket breaking down. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you